Hi my lovelies, welcome back to Spontanix. I have now made myself an X account. I am using that account to talk to everyone, discuss topics and answer questions and whatever else. So if you would like, follow this account below and let's talk over there. Now, for today's video, we are going to be having a look at some memes, something light-hearted to end the year, and as of next Wednesday, the hack videos are making a comeback. How it feels to finally lay in bed after a night out. That is so true, that's so true. You know, when you go and lie down and then the room starts spinning, but it just feels so weird. Like, not a normal spin, a heavy spin, like you're being proper pinned down by gravity and then you're just going for it. See, I've actually left nights out behind me now. I haven't had a night out properly in a good few years. And thank God my body feels better for it. Me walking as slowly as possible after turning off the lights to let the demons know I am built different. I'd be lying if I say that I do this. I don't. I don't. As soon as I turn the light off downstairs, I'm pegging it up the stairs. I'm absolutely going for it. Because in the back of my mind, my brain is going, what if something grabs your ankle through the banister? Every single time, what if something grabs your ankle through the banister? Do you ever get thoughts like that? Do you ever get thoughts like that? Me watching him clean, but he's doing it his way, not my way. And I can't say anything because he's actually helping. That is so, so true. That's so true. I love cleaning. I love making sure. I love cleaning. I love making sure the house is spotless and it smells nice. And I used to not let my partner help me clean or do any cleaning. I hated it. I wanted to do it all by myself. But now I let him help. He does bits around the house and I really appreciate it. He is a very clean person. So I'm like, just accept the help. Nobody. Me googling the phone number that just called me instead of answering it. I swear that most of us do this. Most of us do this. I used to have random numbers calling me from different places in the UK that I've not even heard of the town before. I don't even know where the town is. So I'm there, Google open, going on who called, typing a number, seeing what it is, and I'll check out the comments that other people have left. And it's mostly spam. So, you know, I just leave it. I'd just leave it. Me coming out of my cave because a lady I've never met wants to see how much I've grown. I swear this has happened to near enough everyone. I remember growing up and we'd have and we've ha- and we'd have visitors and they'd always want to see how much as kids have grown. So we'd come down to the living room or something and we just stood there. And they're like, oh my God, you've gotten so big. You were a baby when I last seen you. Who are you? How do I know you? Are we related? Your guess is as good as mine. Me learning to walk again after spending an hour on the toilet watching reels. Mind you, I don't even spend that much time on the toilet because I have a 4-year-old that's constantly running around wanting attention. And mind you, I don't spend that much time on the toilet because we have a 4-year-old that if you go to the toilet, she will follow you. She'll follow you because she wants a cuddle or something. So yeah, an hour on the toilet is out of the question, but I understand this feeling, you get the pins and needles, and as soon as you stand, your knees are buckling. Time to whack out the Zimmer frame, I suppose. POV, my man in between his games to remind me he loves me. So we do this. My man has a PC. Mind you, I have a PC too, but he likes to go on his games every now and then. And while he's doing that, I'll go up and watch a TV show or some YouTube videos in bed, and he comes up for a cuddle every now and again just to see if I'm okay. And it's really nice, it's really nice. I like that. Just a little check in, see how we're getting on. POV, me whenever I have my knee close to my face for some random reason. I honestly thought that I was the only one that did this. I mean, I still do it to this day sometimes when I'm sat with my knees tucked up and I'm randomly going, just kissing them. Does anybody else do this? Why do we do this? Weird that. It's like as well when, you're sat on the sofa or something and you randomly just stick your arm up in the air because it feels good for some reason, especially after a long day and you're just like this. Ah, that didn't actually feel that good that time. Me old bones. Oh, I just made it worse by doing that. That's what I get for being a year closer to being 30. I am 30 next year. I've been told it goes downhill from there as well. Them, have you always liked spooky stuff? Me at 6 years old. Goosebumps, yes. Oh, I used to love Goosebumps when I was a kid. Come home and just stick an episode off. And the Goosebumps books, like we used to have them in the school library. Um, what else was there growing up? Grizzly Tales for Gruesome Kids. I think personally, I think that was worse than Goosebumps. Let me know. Have you watched either Goosebumps or Grizzly Tales for Gruesome Kids? Or have you watched both of them? Let me know in the comments. When I have a million things to get done, but instead I'm taking a quiz of what kind of pizza I am. I used to do this sort of stuff, but I don't do it anymore because I find with social media, most of the quizzes were on Facebook. You'd see on your Facebook feed how many people are sharing their quiz results, and you'd think, oh, that's a really cool looking quiz, I'll have a go at that. And then you're 10 quizzes deep. I used to do that all the time. Friends, if you visit us as a ghost, how will we know it's you? Me. Don't worry, there will be signs. The signs. Yes, I can imagine that. I'd be a very, very clumsy ghost. I'd be so rubbish at haunting because I'd be constantly tripping over things, falling off things, and instead of walking through walls, I will be walking into them because I won't have a clue what I'm doing. Here we are. This is what I was on about. When it's been a long day and you hold your arm in the air because it feels good, even though you have no idea why. And yeah, it's literally when you lay on the sofa, you're just randomly doing this because it feels good. I don't know if anybody else has done it where you lie on your bed or something and you just randomly stick your legs up in the air. Just straight up because it feels nice. Or am I just fucking weird? When they say we'll cross that bridge when we get there, but I'm a professional overthinker, so I've already crossed over it into another dimension. Yeah, yeah. I am a massive overthinker. Yeah, I look too far into things and then I make things worse for myself and I start talking myself out of doing them. Yeah. Crossed over into another dimension. That basically is how it feels. Oh my god. When somebody is getting flamed for asking a dumb question, but you low key was wondering the same thing. Freddie is there looking chill, looking very chill. That is so true. When someone asks a question and they get their balls ripped for asking it, but then, like it says, you low key want to know the same thing, so you been having that happen to you. Has anybody seen the second Five Nights at Freddy's film, by the way? I watched it a couple of days ago and I thought it was really good. The way it ended, I think there's going to be a third one for sure. Me looking at a random area in the house so the ghost thinks I can see it. We have done this several times in this house. Quick story time, by the way. So, we have been in this house now for nearly 5 years, and about 3.5 years ago, no, it was, yeah, about 4.5 years ago, um, my partner was sat in the living room. My partner was sat in the living room. I was in the kitchen prepping a bottle of milk for our daughter, who was about 6 months at the time. And we have reflective cabinets, so when you look into them, you can kind of see what's around you. I looked up because I could sense like my partner coming behind me. I got that sense that he was there, and I looked up and I saw his reflection behind me. As I turned around, he wasn't there, so I put my head around the kitchen door and he was sat at the PC, which was weird. Since then, we've heard his voice being mocked, three knocks on two different occasions, which we know is the mocking of the Trinity, and just little things going bumping in the night, I guess. But it's not a negative energy. We believe we're dealing with a mimic of some sort. It's not negative, we're not scared, it's just it gets annoying at times. As do any of you believe in the paranormal? Have you had any experiences with the paranormal? Let me know your experiences. I'm really looking forward to hearing them. Me when I have a slight cold because I have the immune system of a fucking walnut. I actually highly relate to this. Last year, I got my diagnosis of a underactive thyroid. Um, However, before I got my diagnosis, I was back and forth from the doctors for about 9 years because every single month I was getting poorly. I had strep throat, tonsillitis on some occasions, and when I got the flu, I was off work for 6 weeks because my body couldn't recover from it. So I knew something was going on, and then I got the diagnosis last year. But because of how late I got it and how late and how long I went without any sort of treatment, it's left my immune system suppressed. So recovering even from a cold is a little bit more difficult, but I just get on with it. POV, when you wake up in the middle of the night and you're trying to figure out if it's a ghost or your clothes sitting in your chair. See, we don't have one of those chairs in our room where it's just piled up with clothes. I used to have one of them growing up in our old house, but now we don't. Instead, we have to leave our bedroom door open because we live in a small two-bed house. So if our daughter randomly calls out in the night, we need to be able to hear her. and the top of the stairs, we've got a little landing bit where the stairs curve down, and every time I wake up in the night, my eyes are trying to focus on the darkness out in the landing, and I'm trying to figure out if my mind is playing tricks on me, if I'm seeing this tall shadow figure that's just popping his head around the doorway. What I imagine it's like. Yes, I mean, I've seen photos of Australia and I think it's absolutely beautiful. Like, I'd love to go and see it, but I need confirmation. If there's any Australians out there that are watching this, can you confirm, is this what it's like to live in Australia? Is there that many spiders? Are they really that big? I need to know because I'm fucking petrified of them. Me trying to find my bed in pitch darkness at 3 a.m. after going to the toilet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did this the other night. I think it was Christmas Eve night. I did that, and again, we have black bedding, we have blackout curtains. So switching the bathroom light off and then trying to navigate my way back was not fucking easy. It wasn't. I'm trying not to wake up my man who is soundly asleep. I'm just there really trying to tiptoe my way around and not fucking walk into anything and cause a concussion. POV, my clothes are in the washing machine. The t-shirt I forgot to put on. Yes, I have done this on a couple of occasions. Left a t-shirt out and it fucking bugs me. I hate it because then I have to put it in the, once the washing machine's done, I have to put it in the washing machine or back in the washing basket, ready for another load to be created, and then I can wash it. Me trying to breathe quieter while walking up a little hill so complete strangers don't hear me fighting for my life. Yes, yes. Even walking on a flat path, like a nice flat path, walking to the shop, I'm still fighting for my fucking life. I'm still out of breath. I don't want anybody else to hear that, so I'll hold my breath a bit while I walk past them. I'm walking up my stairs in the house. Even if I walk up stairs really, really slowly, my heart's like boom, 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 boom. There's no need for it. It's not all that deep. But it's so fucking true though. And I'm sure many people can relate to this one. And if not, again, I have a fucking problem. The ibuprofen in my body trying to figure out what to work on first. It's true when you get older, but also it's weird how it works. I always try and wonder that. If you have a pain in your knee and you take ibuprofen, it knows where the pain is. If you have a pain in the head, again, it knows where it is. How does it know where to go? How does it know what area of your body that fucking pain medication needs to go to? I think it's quite clever. I think our bodies are clever. Right, my lovelies, I know that was a bit of a short video today, but that is it for today's video. I would also like to say I am now on X as Spontanix. I've put it up here now, so if you do have an X account, make sure to follow me over there. I use it just to talk, discuss things, ask questions. Talk to me. Feel free to talk to me. Let's have a chat. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any more of my videos, and I will see you all on Wednesday. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas and I'm wishing you all the best for the new year.